Hi everyone, my name is Grigul, I'm a German and I try to tell you how to play the Hunter Call of the Wild in English. And we start now the next episode. Must be episode 8 as far as I know. And our mission now is to go to Petersheim and Maisfelder for saving summer's cornfields. Sorry, Petersheim cornfields, I'm sorry. As I said before, I'm a German. I've played that mission so oft. It comes from me for Petersheim and Maisfelder. It is Petersheim cornfields, I'm very sorry about that. And to harvest 2 fallow deer. And we have a side mission. We travel to Rattenfeld. That's exactly the point where we are. Find 5 tracks from the same fallow deer. That is an easy mission. All the whole problem is to fight a fallow deer. Okay. Last episode we shot several fallow deer and 2 roe deers. And we will try now to get to the Petersheim cornfields. That is far away from here. It's there. So we have to go the whole. Where are we now? Oh, here, this one. Oh. Nearly at the end of the map, of the south end of the map. We have to go the whole way to there. We will not get that in this episode, because of course on our way to that point, we will hunt every animal which is possible. We will also try to find lead zones and everything else. So it takes maybe 2 or 3 episodes to get there. And if we find fallow deer, and there are fallow deer here in this area as well, and we will find to get some fallow deer to make 1 mission more and to hunt and to increase our level. First of all, as you can see here, we have 1 skill point and 1 perk point to give. Skills you will find here. Hang on. I'm not sure if I heard something here. That is a mating call of a roe deer. But it's not necessary for now. As you can see here, the skill trees. We have 2 skill trees, the Stalker and the Ambusher. I play my games as a hybrid between Stalker and Ambusher, because I will skill in both trees, not in only in Stalker and nothing in Ambusher, vice versa. I set my skills in both points, both trees. I'm sorry. Simply that, there's skills in both trees a normal hunter needs. And there are some special skills, especially in this column here. The tier 4 skills, which I find are nearly useless. For example, a startle call. Spend 30 skill points to unlock. Unlocks the ability to stop animals in their tracks for a short time by making an unexpected noise. Perfect for when you're ready to take your shot. After a short duration, the animal will realize that something is wrong and flee. The more difficult the animal, the faster its realization. I never need it. I don't have this skill because I think it's useless. When I'm sneaky and go as near as possible to the deer, I don't need to make a noise to stop the animal. It's useless for me. The wind prediction unlocks the ability to detect when the general wind speed is about to increase, or by observing how it rolls in over the landscape. Ambient wind noise may mask your movement noise, allowing you to move more quietly. Level 2 unlocks the ability to approximate the general wind direction and when it will change. Nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. And the next point is that is a skill you need to activate. I will show you another activate skill later, which I think is more important than this one. There's a disturbed vegetation. Maybe I will get that. I have that in my main account. It gives me some more tracks I can use to find out how old some footprints are, beside of examine the shit. What I really need, when I say that is an important skill, and we must skill that fully, is a track knowledge. Level 1 reveals information about an animal's gender when investigating footprints and vocalizations. That means I can get an information if it is a male or a female deer. And to get better and better trophies, that is a very important thing. Next level reveals information about approximate animal group size when investigating need zones, and animals' approximate health when investigating blood trails. Extremely important. Yeah? When you see a blood print, you can see about how much blood is there. You can approximate the health of the shooted animal. For example, when I shoot a deer and I find the first blood prints, I get information the health is about 100 to 75%. I follow the blood prints and I get later an information is about 50%, about 25%. Or when it is at 25%, I can mostly say in the next 1 or 2 minutes I will find the deer. Without that information, I go. I have no idea at which point the deer will lay down. That is really needful, helpful, and a very useful point. Level 3, when we take all 3, reveals information about an animal's approximate weight when investigating footprints and foot type when investigating disturbed vegetation. This is this one, disturbed vegetation. Yes, ridiculous that this is, you can activate the disturbed vegetation information, but the disturbed vegetation will be activated at tier 4. That means at this point we take the skill level 1 and 2, but not 3. When we have activated this skill and we have then one skill point not taken, we can take it here to get level 3, because these two skills work together. So next skill here in the tier 1, it's I'm only happy when it rains. Decrease your visibility in foggy weather, and the second one decreases your visibility in rainy weather. Well, that is useful. It's really useful. I would suggest that you take this one. Hardened. Exploring the wild has made your survivor gain a 15% increase in health. Yeah, Yeah, I would take that one as well. In Ambusher we have something similar. It is the more the merrier. It increases the monetary reward gained by completing any mission by 5%. I wouldn't skill that. 5%? That means when you get completing a mission, about 1000 credits. 10% is 100 credits. And 5% is 50 credits. 50 credits. When you hunt a duck, a geese, a goose, a red fox, or simply a reindeer, you will get more than this 5%. 5%. If there would be increases the monetary reward gained by completing any mission by 50%, I would say that is a great skill. But with 5%, it's peanuts. That's copper money. Nonsense. You cannot skill every skill in this tree, in both trees. You have only up to level 60. Level 60 is level cap. You have only 22 skill points on your way to get to be level 60. Also, you have only 22 perk points. That means you cannot skill every skill is here. So you have to decide which one you take, which one you need, and which one you don't. So, back to the Stalker tree. So, this one to track knowledge, 2 of them. If you have 1 extra point for skill points, you can make 3, but the third one will only be useful when this one is activated. No, not activated, but it is skilled. For activating a skill, you need the green ones. These are activated skills. These are passive skills. So, once again, for Stalker, you must make the first one here with one point at minimum. You can, if you want, take all 3s. The locating tracks is a skill you should skill with all 3. In the Ambusher, there is a skill, the Scent Tinkerer. I do not use scents here. If you want to find a guide for those who use the scents, you need to go to another YouTuber. For me, the scents are useless. I don't like them. I will mostly never use them. So, but I must make here 1 skill to unlock this here, the tier 1s. So I will, not now, but later, I will activate with it with 1 skill point, not all 4. Only 1 to get this tier 1s, to unlock them. In tier 1, the spotting knowledge is similar to the Stalker one. It's the one we should skill all 3 points. That increases the amount of information that can be gained upon the last animal spotted. Reveals the information about the approximate health of an animal. It is important because maybe you shoot an animal. The animal is fleeing. You think you have hit it. It flees a few meters, turns around, comes back, and you can watch it again and say, oh, still 100%. So your shot is missed. Or on the other side, you shot the animal, but you haven't seen the target be hit. The animal is running back, coming back, and you see it's stumbling. It looks weird. You spot the animal again and say, oh, it has only 50%. I hit the deer, and maybe you see the health bar, the health status is decreasing while watching. So you don't need to shoot again. Let the deer die and harvest it. Level 2 reveals information about the approximate trophy rating and weight of the animal. Ding dong. Big point. Yes, we need that. Trophy rating. You maybe say, why with trophy rating? I'm not a trophy hunter. Well, guys, if so, you are in the wrong game. This game, The Hunter Conquers the Wild, is a hunting game, yes. But it's a trophy hunting game. Shooting females, you get little money, okay, that's good. Shooting males, you get more money. And the better the rating of the male's trophy is, the more money you get. That means bronze is the lowest trophy, is little bit more than the female deer. When you watch last episode, you can jump to the point where we shoot the female deer and harvest it, of course. It was about 600 credits. At the end of the episode, we harvest a male deer. It was something about 800 or 900, as far as I know, maybe 700. I'm not sure at this point, because of the of the bad shot. The episode before, it was about episode 6. We got a better one, or was it 5? Somewhere in the last episode, we got a gold deer. That was a trophy, and I think it was something about 1,000 credits. So, male deers with trophies, with higher trophies, get more money. For me as a trophy hunter, it is a very important skill, because I can have informations. Just for example, the last episode, there was a fallow deer where we taken the photo, and after that we shoot it. And I knew at the point as I see it, because of my experience as a full skilled player, it is what a silver deer, a silver fallow deer. With this skill, I would have seen the information that this deer was something about 75 to 82 kilos. That is silver rating. About 82 kilos, 83, 84, it is a gold rating. Yeah? That is information from this skill. The level 3 reveals information about how aware the animal of nearby threats. Very important. If you try to be sneaky, just in last episode, to the fallow deer, at some point the deer will be alerted. They maybe smells you, they hear you, they see you, and you see the awareness changing from the peaceful while eating, while drinking, to alerted, say, oh, there's something. I can hear something. I can hear something. And that means when you see that the alerted, or how alerted the animal is, you can decide what to do. To stay stop and wait. Hopefully the deer will not see me. Hopefully the deer will not hear me. Or something like that. It's a very, very, very useful skill. And we need all of them. But now, at this point, I try to get this one first. And for the other ones, it's now 90 minutes gone. For the other ones, I will tell you later. At this point, we take this one. So, I will now get animal information about the animal's gender when it investigated footprints and vocalizations. Just in front of us there is a footprint, and I will see some information about that. Perk-Points. Below the skills we have the perks. And Perk-Points are, not not less important than the skills. Perk points belongs to the guns you have. You have 6 skills or perks for rifles. You have 6 for handguns. For shotguns you have also 6, and for archery also 6. But as you can see, just simple mathematics. It is 24 perk points, and you have only 22 perk points. So, sorry, 24 perks, but only 22 perk points. That means you cannot activate them all. Simply because for some of them you must spend 1, 2 or 3 perk points. So you cannot have them all. That is a question you must answer yourself. Do you want to shoot more with rifles? Then these rifle perks are mostly important. Better said, this 4 here in the square are important. The focused shot, holding your breath, increases zoom when using rifles with iron, red dot or holographic sights. If you have 1 perk point not spent and you don't know where to spend it, you can take that. It's not a perk I would specialized skill. I would not. This perk is nice to have, but not must to have. This one here, the zeroing, is a must to have. The windage, ability to gauge lateral wind direction, is sweet when aimed with any weapon. Never used it. I never skilled it because it's for me it's not important. My perk points, I will take it first. Muscle memory unlocks the ability to ready your next shot without leaving aim mode for rifles, shotguns and handguns. That means I'm now in aim mode. I will shoot. I will try to shoot again. I can't, because there's no ammo in the gun now. This is not loaded. So I have to leave the aim mode and you see that. When I have this one, level 1, and I will have it, shoot. Magazine is empty. Reload. So in this point I don't have to stop the aim mode for shooting. So I can better shoot a fleeing animal. Maybe that animal is fleeing from this point, this tree to that tree. I shoot it here. And now I have to reload. Way better for firing several shots to a deer. The next level of that is increased ready speed after firing for all weapons. So you're reloading faster. This one, to breath control, very important. Same as steady hands. Hold breath is an action that can be performed in aim mode to steady a weapon temporarily when lining up a shot. Decreased heart rate penalty from exhaling, which reduces the cooldown until your breath can be held again. Decrease heart rate penalty. With shift button you hold your breath. Look at the heart to the bottom right. It's pumping, it's getting red. So It takes no time for the heart to get normal. You cannot really aim properly in this condition. Yeah, it's still not in normal mode. No, it is. You can hold the breath again. With level 1, decrease the heart penalty from exhaling, so that it means it's not so strong. So level 2, increase duration before you need to exhale when holding your breath, so you can hold your breath longer. Decreased aim wobble when holding your breath. That is the movement here. You see there? When you're holding the breath. Oh, sorry, I can't. Sorry, but no, I will try. So the wobbling is this slightly movement. Is this still movement there? While holding the breath is still movement. And this last level 3 perk is decreased. So the scope of the gun is more stable. For shooting precisely, extremely important. Same, steady hands. Decrease wobble when aim mode by using any weapon. That is, this perk is useful for anyone, for rifles, for handguns, shotguns and archery. So if you have spent your 2 perk points there, you will have less wobble with handguns, you have less wobble with shotguns, with less one with archery. Even if it is a rifle perk. For is decreased wobble when aiming mode using any weapon. Some perks, this for this one for example, recover a steady aim faster after changing stances when using handguns. This is one only affects handguns. It does not affect rifles, shotguns and archery. So the perks which are affecting all guns are more important than perks which are affecting only one kind of a gun. Handgun, shotgun, archery. This is important as well. And for zeroing, that is the most active skill I use. Unlocks the ability to switch between different zero distances in addition to the default medium range zero, that is we have now is 150 meters, on any weapon that's supported. Level 1 unlocks short range 0 and level 2 unlocks long range 0. The level 2 is always useful when shooting at distances about 150 meters. Last episode there was a fellow Rudier which was 255 meters away. At that point, at that shot, it would be helpful to have this one. For zeroing, I will explain it later. It's difficult to explain, and I think you should better watch some English internet sites or English native YouTubers explain that. I think they can explain it that better as I can. Even in German it is hard to explain what it is. So I think this episode here is only about perks and skills. There's nothing about shooting. I'm sorry, but it is an extremely important point. So when your skills, perks, your perk points were spent, this one full, and this one is only 1 point here. This nice to have, but not must to have. This nonsense. I'm sorry. Handguns. Survival instincts unlocks the ability to reload all weapons while running. So You have seen the 5-shot magazine has now lost 1 shot. While running, I will try to change the magazine and watch what's happened. It's going slowly. It changes the magazine and start running again. When activating that point here, it is not stopping or going slowly to change the magazine or to reload the gun. It is doing that while running, still on running. You need that. It is not a useful perk, but you need that to unlock this tier 1. As you can see here, both have a lock here. If you spend the point here, both will be unlocked. The quick feed. Recover a steady aim faster after changing stance with using handguns. We will come to that point later. Survival instinct. Damage from animal attacks is reduced for a short duration after landing a shot on an aggressive animal. I'm not sure if I have that one activated. I think yes, but it's not. It's for a short duration after landing a shot on an aggressive animal. Maybe let me say after shooting. Landing a shot on an aggressive animal, you have 5 seconds, where the attacks or the damage from the attacks from the aggressive animal is reduced. After hitting the animal, you have 5 seconds increased damage. From the 6 seconds beginning, it's a full damage. If the animal needs more than 5 seconds to come to you, this perk is useless. Ranger, ability to gauge approximate distance to the target while aiming with any weapon. Yeah, sometimes is that useful, because I cannot show it now because I don't have the right gauge. The beginner gauge, just as a nerd information, the German word is Fernglas. Fernglas has no distance marker, so you cannot aim to an animal and reveals the distance. With a better one, the better gauges, we have the chance to make that. Normally, that's what I use. I have to mark an animal. I see it while marking. I see it. Okay, it's 150 meters away, and I can switch to weapon and switch to my gun and say, okay, I set my gun to 150 meters. With activating this perk, I can do that while aiming through the scope. Unfortunately, it is the ability to gauge approximate distance to a target while aiming with any weapon. The glasses, the distance marker from the glasses are very accurate, but the active perk for scopes is not exactly accurate, as far as I know. I learned that I never used it, because for me it's normal to take binoculars. Yes, that was the word, not gauge. I'm sorry. Binoculars to aim to the deer, to see how far it is away, and then to switch to my gun. It's not a completely waste to have this skill. Lightning hands decreases reload time of all weapons. Yeah, it's a good one. Each level unlocked increases the effect. I think that was my main goal in this perk tree, to get this one, because decrease the reload time of all weapons. This affects also handguns, shotguns, archery. And quick draw increases the speed and accuracy of hip shots, not aim shots. That is a hip shot. I never shoot or hunt with a hip shot. Maybe you do. For you who like to hunt with a hip shot, I think is nonsense for me. Okay, this perk could be useful. For me, nonsense. Okay. I think that the last perks we do in the next episode, because it's 35 minutes now, I will stop that episode here. Sorry, this is no shooting, no hitting deers, but skill trees and perk points are important and you need them. Especially in later game. Okay guys, that's it for this episode. Next episode will be the last perk points for shotguns and archery. And we will then try to get to the Petersheimer mice cornfields. I try to learn the Petersheimer cornfields. I'm sorry. Yeah, see you next time. And have a nice day, a nice evening, a nice night, and always good hunting. I'll see you. Bye.